Well, here we are again, and I want you to think about this. Monday night, we had another police shooting. Young man by the name of Walter Wallace Jr. He'll go down in history the same as Michael Brown, Freddie Gray, George Floyd, all of the new black heroes. I don't know what we're going to do on the in February when we have the Black History Month. Maybe they'll add these guys to the list as the black heroes of America because they gave their lives for crime. That's the best we can say. And I say that facetiously, of course. You know that. But the point I would really like to stress and that we need to start to think about is that we live in the greatest country to live in on this planet, United States of America. But we are losing it. We're giving it away to people who just want to destroy and live off the fat of the land, I guess. Walk in the stores and take everything you can get. And when the police do their job and it ends up in a death, then it gives them the right to do it, and then the spineless leaders and politicians, they go along with it because people have a right to protest. But what are we going to do when there is no more businesses to patronize, when the Targets and the Walmarts and the mom and pop stores have been burned so many times that they decide it's not profitable anymore to run a business in America? Then we'll end up just like the countries that we used to see on TV, the third world countries who are poverty stricken and hungry and sad. But this is what happens when we get complacent. So we have to begin to stamp out the ignorance. I say it all the time because I don't believe that you can find an average young black teenager who doesn't know about Michael Brown, Hands Up, Don't Shoot, Freddie Gray, George Floyd, or this guy Walter Wallace. They'll know them. But I wonder what they would say if you asked them if they knew George Washington Carver, or say Gregory Jones, or Dr. Drew, or Booker T. Washington. Just any of the blacks who contributed to this country to help make it great. The real black heroes of America. We only know one. On Black History Month, we celebrate Martin Luther King, and that's what we get. But education and knowledge is stifled. And this is what we get now. People burning and tearing up stuff when the police end up having to do their job in a way that is not pleasing or a way that doesn't look good. So I want you to think about that. Think about it. But think about this also. I remember what Chris Singleton, I believe his name was, and don't hold me to it, but check it out if you think. The young man whose mother was shot in that church shooting in Georgia, back for the guy, I can't even think of his name now. Reed, I believe it was, or something like Reed. Anyway, he went in and shot the people at their Bible study. That Chris Singleton, his mother was shot. He made a statement. He said that love is stronger than hate. And the last thing I read about him is he had started a business and was taking kids around playing flag football or something. But he went on with his life, and he said that love was greater than hate. Now, do you think that these people who are burning these buildings down are robbing and pillaging a community when one of these people gets shot for violating the law? Do you think they love them people? I don't think so. They don't even know those people. This is just an excuse to do violence and to destroy our country. So think about this. We need to stop it. And we need to start teaching our children morals. We need to start teaching them discipline. And I'm going to leave you with this one, because I heard it and it just did something to my heart. On the night of the debate, the moderator, who is, you would think, would be an intelligent person, she asked both presidential candidates, just about at the end of the session, what would they say to the mothers who are having to explain to their children how to conduct themselves when they were confronted by the police? You know, how they were supposed to act when they were confronted by the police so that they don't get shot and killed. Now, to me, that was a low blow. That was a real low blow, because it gives us another insight into why so many black kids are being killed in these communities like Chicago. I haven't checked this week, but I imagine last weekend 40 or 50 people got shot in Chicago, because that's the norm and nobody says anything about it. Baltimore, 30 or 40 people get shot. Los Angeles, 25, 30. Black young men are being shot in these metropolitan cities in large numbers every week. And I said, when that moderator said that, the parents are teaching their children how to fear the police and how to conduct themselves. They need to teach their children discipline, how not to be involved in criminal activity so that the police don't have to confront them. But they need to be teaching them how to conduct themselves in their neighborhoods so that they can stay alive. That is what I think would be the most important. But she asked them about what they would say to the parents about how the ones who had to teach their children how to conduct themselves when they face the police. What are we coming to? Think about that. Think about this. We live in the greatest country in the world, and we're trying to stamp out or turn our children against the only people in society who have placed themselves in between the good and the bad. The people who run towards the bullets when they start flying. The people who run to get you out of any situation that you're in that is unsafe or dangerous. These are the people that we're demonizing. And heaven knows that the police is not out there looking for people to shoot. Come on, think about this. Think about it.